Yeah. Coke fed, press some head, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls rescue, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm weak, not dead, she tweet, I guess she confessed. She thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous, I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bag, don't touch my perk, nigga, that's work.
Yo, hey everybody, and welcome to this. I got the wrong camera on. There we go. That's a better camera. I like that camera better. Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm, your OKC Thunder post-game analysis live stream. It is game 2 for the Thunder preseason game. We didn't want to do one last night simply because it was the Hornets, and then tonight I wanted to see what we really look like. And you know, we're in this text chain, and we were talking about last night. Every time, oh, you know, we gotta go. This the Hornets. Their starter's terrible, and so we'll see what it's like tomorrow night, and which meant tonight. And so I was in there watching it, and the fact that our backups against their starters is not it's not fair. I mean, they did what the hell they wanted, and inside with AD and Lively and Gather, it's just we just don't have anything to match them, and especially with the group that we had. And then, of course, it was Kayson's homecoming, even though it was Fort Worth. We had Kayson, and we were trying to get Kayson to where Kayson could get his family and, you know, in front of his friends, because that's where he went to high school and all of that. But that being said, Kayson was still not – he just hasn't been very good lately. I don't know what the situation is. Plus, we had the Chiefs game on. But for all that, let me say where I'm at. That's probably – I need to get that out of the way, tell you where I'm at today. I'm at Cat's Tavern, located 901 64th Street, and watching the Chiefs game, Chiefs and Jaguars. The Chiefs made just ridiculous with their mistakes tonight. Anyway, Cat's Tavern, they open Sunday through Monday, 12 to 2, or Monday through Sunday, 12 to 2, however you want to look at it. Cat's Tavern, located over here at 901 64th Street, just west of Chartel, just east of Classen, right there on 64th. Cannot miss it. And, of course, we are here thanks to YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC, and proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses, which, of course, we are at a women's-owned business tonight, which we are quite a bit because Kat is one of our very good friends, and we want to promote her business as much as we possibly can. But anyway, you can go into one of their 5 locations if you want to go in there. Of course, the main bank at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. And, of course, YNB Parkway, which is just south of I-40 right there on Garth Brooks Boulevard, right in front of the hospital. And I believe it's the Fairmont. I don't know what. I can't forget what the name of the hotel is. And then, of course, YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between MacArthur and MacArthur and Rockwell. Can't even talk tonight. What's up, Hotspot? How you doing? Youngblood, I like him a lot. He'll get better. I do like him a lot. There was a couple guys tonight that I wasn't really a fan of. I didn't like what was going on with the kid. Let me see, what is his name? I'm not a fan of his, and I've got his name right here. And he just kept Gordman. I'm not a fan of his so much because of the simple fact that he. I'm like, it's Kayson's place. Why are you shooting every time? And you know, the Thunder came all the way back down 20. Our second team is better than their second team, clearly. And we're down 7. Turn the ball over, then shoot another 3. I mean, threes. I don't understand what the deal is with the threes tonight, and I just wasn't a fan of it. I'm like, why are we shooting so many damn threes? And, of course, Dallas, being Dallas, even though they did not have Kyrie, they still, our backups against them is not the same. We're not going to be able to beat them with our backups. But I did like the fight. I will say that I like the fight that we did not give up. We came back and we fought, and we made it somewhat of a game for a little bit, and then, like I said, down 7, and then you can't get a bucket, and then you're down. Then you come down, you get down 10, and then you create a stupid foul first of all. Then you come down and you shoot a 3. What are you doing? What are you doing? And let's go over the stats right now so you'll see what the hell I'm talking about. I'm like, what are y'all doing shooting all those threes? I just don't get it. I really, that was frustrating for me because of that. I'm like, why are we shooting so many threes? I just didn't get it. Let me see. Here we go. We were 14 of 51 from 3. We lost 106-89, by the way. And the game did, like I said, we got down 7, and all of a sudden, bam, it went away. Mavericks were 11 for 35. They shot 42%. We shot 30. Once again, the Mavericks defense versus the Hornets defense is not a question. There's just a huge difference between the two. They out-rebounded us by 15. Of course, with their bigs, that was going to happen. Points in the paint, pips, 46-24. 22 pips, points in the paint over us. They had 23 turnovers to our 16, and then, of course, their bench just beat up our bench. And, once again, it's really our starters going against our starters, but our starters, you look at our starters versus our starters, that's not the same. And we'll make a big difference when it's SGA, when it's Jada. Well, actually, Jada will miss the first time we play against the Mavericks, but it's SGA, it's Chet, it's Dort. It is, and I'm assuming that Kaysen will be the guy. So it'll be SGA, Kaysen, Dort, and Chet, and Ihart. I'm assuming that's who we're going to go with when we have to play them in Dallas this year. But overall, that was the difference, 14 for 51. And I'm like, these guys, and I get it. You're trying to make a place. I get it. You're trying to make the team. I understand that, but it's like, guys, 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. So frustrating to watch that nonsense. I'm like, you guys really can't shoot the ball that well. So it's frustrating to me to sit there and watch it. Now, that being said, Hotspot, like you said, he'll get better. I do like him. But at the same time, it's like you see what we have. You see what our team is. You see what the bench is. And, Topic, of course, Thunder News, let's bring that up real quick because that's going to make a difference this year. In Thunder News, I guess I got to blow that up. Topic will undergo testicular procedure expected to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Now, we watched the game last night, and I didn't really see him get hit. I didn't see what the situation was for him to go down like that. I don't know what happened. I didn't see him get hit, but it could have been something that happened afterwards. Like I said, I did not see it, and I probably need to go back and look at it to see if there was something that showed whether he, got kicked or got hit, or maybe it was just he stepped wrong or did something wrong or whatever. But, a procedure where you have to have surgery on a testicle at that young age, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen, but I know that we had a guy, Rick Antle, when I was at Oklahoma State. He got hit, football player, and they had to go in and take care of that, and it was huge. It was a big deal, but he has kids, and he came back, and so you only need one. Not like you need both, you need one to be able to have children. But him being out 4 to 6 weeks is going to be somewhat of an issue. You got Jada out the same amount of time for the first 4 to 6, 8 weeks or whatever he's going to miss because of his wrist. So the beautiful thing about, like I said, when Chet got hurt early, I didn't mind if we're going to get hurt, let's get hurt early. Let's not get hurt late. Let's get hurt early. That way we can lose, we can get beat, whatever games you want to lose, you can lose them early, and then you can benefit later by having the squad and the things that you need. Later on, you can have the chemistry, and that's basically what happened to the Thunder last year. Chet got hurt, came back, and then we just took over and just took off from there. So it's the same thing could possibly happen with our team this year and what we can do. So it's kind of I'd like to know more about it, but you know how that is. I mean, it's the NBA. It's certain teams aren't going to give you any information on what exactly the situation and how bad it is. But the fact that you have to have surgery and you're out 4 to 6 is serious. And anytime as a man, something has to go down with that. Hey, we're gonna feel a little weird about it, as we should, as I would, as you would, and that. I mean, that's a fact. So now let's go back and let's check out the box score for tonight, and let's see, maybe that'll give us a better feel for what happened in here.
There were a lot of things that I think Jacksonville in years past, and Troy was making this point.
Well, yeah, Mitchell, but hotspot, AJ, yeah, he'll be back, but I mean, we got him. I'm not worried about that. I mean, to me, I like him over Topic myself. But like I said, Topic is going to play. I don't know how much Mitchell would play, but I like Mitchell, especially with that second group with J-Dub and Caruso and Wiggins, because he's the only ball handler you have, and it hurt us last year in the playoffs because you did not have a ball handler. And I still believe to this day he came back early, and when I said he came back, I wanted him to play those last 4, 5, 6 games so that he could get a feel for those guys. When the playoffs came, exactly what I said was going to happen happened. You got guys who can't handle the basketball, and what did we do? We got attacked against Denver. We got attacked against Indiana because they knew those groups couldn't handle the ball. And when you did try to play AJ at one time, it didn't work. Why? Because you didn't play him when you had a chance. I mean, I know that they love J-Dub, and he's, has more upside with SGA, which is just insane that anybody could actually think that. It's crazy. He does not have more upside than SGA. He's more athletic, but like I said before, his skill set is not there. And give him 3 years, you don't improve your skill set. You have a skill set that's just been developed over time. And will he be able to handle the ball a little bit better? Yes. Will he be able to get a little better? Yes. But he's 3 years in. So you're saying it's 6 years? They said, look at SGA. I said, SGA was polished when he got here. So, anyway, you got to have A.J. Mitchell simply because he can handle the ball and he can set us up. So when you look at today's score, or here are the day's stats. J. Will, 4 for 11. He shot 11 threes, and they were just leaving him open, making him shoot. So, it is what it is with J. Will. 14 points. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Mitchell coming back. I agree with you 100% hot spot. It was on purpose. And then when I look at the rest of our roster, Barnhizer, he's okay. He doesn't do it for me. I know a lot of guys like him, and I think he's okay. He doesn't make me feel like want to jump up, and I think he's okay. I'm whatever. Jang is Jang. He can go great against B-level talent, but against A-level, he's just not the guy. 4 for 14, whatever. And then, of course, Isaiah Joe is Isaiah Joe. 1 for 7, 1 for 6. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of him, but his value to us has come and gone, to me. His value has come and gone of what he could give us and what he did give us has come and gone. And then, of course, Kaysen, 3 for 14, 1 for 4 in his homecoming, did not play well. And Kaysen hadn't shot the ball well since the end of the season. He did not play well in the playoffs, in my opinion. I thought he played okay defensively, but he's still young and he still has some upside for him.
I call it Slider Sunday. Football in Kings, Hawaii. Nothing like it.
Are you Eli Manning?
Harbor Freight Tools keep getting.
Yeah, I when I look at our team, guys, and I wanted to see, I normally don't do preseason games. Now, the reason why I did it was quite simple. I wanted to see. I watched the game last night, and I wanted to see us against competition, what it would look like. Because the Charlotte Hornets are the Charlotte Hornets. Whoop-de-doo. They didn't do anything for me, and so I knew that, hey, it's the Charlotte Hornets. Whoop-de-doo. What are we going to do against the Mavs? That's why I sat down, I came here at Cats tonight. Caroline set me up to make sure that we get the game on, and I had it away from the NFL games and the baseball games, MLB, for the playoffs. And I had my own little TV over here. She set me up, took care of me, which, Cats, they always do. It's one of the reasons why I love this place. The bartenders are fantastic, and they're very helpful, and they're very good at what they do. So I do like what I saw I do like what I saw in the game overall. But my takeaways are, number one, our bench it's okay. It's basically what I thought it was, okay? But remember, you have SGA, J-Dub, Chet, Ihart, Dort, Caruso, Kaysen. That's your 7. And then after that, it's going to be A.J. Mitchell, which I'm not mad at. Then you have Wiggins, that's 9. And then depending on whether you need J. Will or K. Rich, whether you're going big or small, so that helps as well. My only thing with J. Will is that he is developing from what he was, which was you come down the middle, I'm going to take a charge, to now he's trying to block shots and rebound. And I guess he's trying to evolve his game, and whatever reason they're trying to evolve his game. I don't know if that's for trade, but, he does not really that athletic. He's just a big dude. And he does move quite well, and he has improved his three-point shooting. But defensively, unless you're going against somebody big like a Jokic, you can't push him around, what does he really give us? And then he is trying to do more, but I don't like that. I'm like, dude, just go ahead and shoot the 3 when you're open. But 11 threes, and what was he, 3 for 11, I said. Those are the things that really bugged me tonight. All the threes that we shot. Our bench is just not that great. But remember, Wiggins didn't play tonight, and which is okay. Carlson, I ain't worried about Carlson. He's not going to play that much anyway. But when he does play, he gives you what you do. He's a shooter. He comes in the game, what do we want? We want him to stretch the floor and shoot the 3. He does that. We already know what he is, okay? But the question is, what are you going to get from Wiggins? Like I said, I want him to be more of a defensive player. I want him to be able to shoot the 3. I don't want him trying to take people off the dribble and try to show his offensive skills, because what I saw from him last year, when he went from strictly a great defensive player to knocking down threes when he's open, to after he scored 40, now I'm a player. No, I don't like that. I need you to play defense and then shoot the 3 when you're open. Let SGA do his thing. Let J-Dub do his thing. I need you to catch and bust the 3 on people. When you try to go behind the back, which you don't have a ball, like I said, ball handling skills, when you do J-Dub, J-Dub, Ihart, Wiggins, even with Kaysen's in there with them, and whether you want to put Caruso, you don't have a ball handler. A.J. Mitchell's your ball handler. And if he's not there, you got guys who can't handle the ball. And what do? You turn the ball over, the pressure is going to get to them, and you make them, don't let them shoot threes. You get in their face, and you make them put it on the ground. Those are things that you can't do against really good teams, but those are things they're making us do. So I can't wait till, this coming Thursday is our next game at home. Once again, it's against the Hornets. So we won't be doing a show because I don't care about the Hornets. I don't want to we've already seen that. That's not going to be anything. Now the question is, are we going to see SGA, a little bit of him? Are we going to see a little bit of Chet? Since we're home, are we going to see a little bit of the starters? But remember, we still have, 4 more games after this, I believe, before we start on the 21st, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow, is our first actual game. So not sure what we're going to see, but, I know it's going to be a deal where we're going to drink. If we go to the game like Randy said, the commander. The Thunder games we do go preseason, we sit at the bar most of the time and just drink. That's what we do. Because we know I'm not going to do a show afterwards because it's the Charlotte Hornets. So I know I'm not going to do a show because it's them. I didn't do one last night. So I'm going to pick and choose which games we really want to do and after the Storm, because of who it is. And how many of our players are actually going to play, because all that matters. All that matters. Let's go ahead and pay some bills and thank our sponsors. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up over at SRB. They are fantastic. They will take care of you. If you have a water treatment plant in your city or county, hit those guys up. They'll make sure that you're taken care of, okay? They'll make sure that you have clean drinking water. And as we always say, who the hell does not like clean water? And they will take care of you. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro, he will make sure that you have everything that you need. If you have dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, he is the man for that. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, and a proud sponsor for us to be here, sponsoring us to be here tonight at Cat's Tavern, doing our first Thunder after the show, after the storm game, if you will, even though it was a preseason. And let's face it, we have Hotspot on here, and I appreciate you, big guy, for, following up and talking about the game tonight. But at the same time, it's preseason. But we want to thank YNB for that. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or go into the main bank 401M, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 to 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and just south of I-40. Can't miss it. YNB Peoples, located on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. Can't miss it.
Trevor Lawrence!
So we'll see what's going to happen with that. But Hotspot's over here talking about stretching the floor. And I get what you're saying, Hotspot, but, can't play defense, dude. We got our lockdown, and we just need guys to do specific things. House of Creed, handcrafted since 1760. There's some great smelling stuff. You got to do it. You got to go check these guys out. And as they always say, Matt, remember, pick the best for your best. You can go into one of these locations, the Penn Square Mall in Dillard's. The men's department is on the east side of the mall at Penn Square. The women's is on the west side of the mall. And go in there if you're a woman and go get you some perfume, and then go to the east side and get you some man stuff, because the stuff that smells good. I love it. Everybody that I know that's gotten some absolutely loves it. And I just tell people all day long, it is worth it. Go in there, smell it, check it out. You will enjoy it. That's just my opinion. And I'd love to smell good. And, the people I know like to smell good. Everybody I know likes to smell good. I'm just saying. So, on the bright side of tonight, it was good to see what our team, the fight that we have. Okay? That is amazing. Still, at the same time, there's a reason why these guys are backups. There's a reason why these guys are G League players. There's a reason why they are doing what they're doing, okay? I don't look at what they can actually do to help us, because, like I said, we're set. You've got your 8 or your 7, and then your 8, A.J. Mitchell, like Topic is gone. Topic comes back, that's 9. Wiggins is 10 or 9, depending how you look at it. And then K. Rich or J. Will are 9 and 10 or 10 and 11, however you want to mix it up. That's how it's broken down. So Brandon Carlson, like Hotspot says, he will spread the floor, but you don't need him if you got Chet. You don't need him if you got Ahart, because he can't give up anything. You only need him if those two are in foul trouble or hurt. Other than that, he can't defend. And the thing about the Thunder is, we defend first, then everything else is plays after that. Like I've always said, our perimeter defense, what that does is that forces teams to shoot threes. Long shots equal long rebounds, equal transitional points, which equal transitional points, which you end up with what? Flow of the game. And once our players get turnovers, once we get long shots and we get buckets, what ends up happening is we get into the flow of the game. Offensively, we start knocking down threes, and you get into more of a flow. Our defense starts our offense. So giving some playing people who don't really play defense is not really going to help you do anything. You have to get stops first. That's why when you look at our record, what we were, when you look at the accolades of what we had, 66 of our 84 wins were by double digits. 12.9 in the season, 12.5 in the playoffs. 66 of 84 wins were double digits. How many games did SJ didn't even play in the fourth quarter? 13, 14 games, he didn't even play in the fourth quarter at all. Those are things that you have to look at. Those are things that you have to go, man, defense is what does it. And it's like tonight. Eventually, defense was going to take over after their starters came out, and then you had the backups, we make the run. Because defensively, we do what we do, which is why you have to have the right 5 out there now. Like I said, Gorman, the kid is, I guess you're trying to get a spot. I see that. You're trying to make the most. But at the same time, dude, you're making mistakes. You're doing whatever. You're trying too hard. Just let the game flow to you. That is my advice to him is let the game come. But I do understand he's trying to vie for a roster spot. He's trying to get some time, and I get all that. But at the same time, bro, you turning the ball over at crucial points. You're trying to make plays where there aren't none to be made. Those are things that are a little bit harder. But I do like him. I do like his aggressiveness. I just want him to pick and spot. But, there's 2 or 3 times. This is Cason's home. You went right by him 2 times and shot the ball. He's wide open at the top of the key, give the ball up, which, of course, I'm sure they're going to let you know. The coach is going to let you know that. I'm sitting there watching what are you doing? Cason's wide open. You're trying to go one-on-one? And then he got snatched right after that after he did it the second time. Bro, come sit down. This is not about you. Thunder, we play team. The only person on this team can go one-on-one and do what they need to do. That would be the MVP SGA. Everybody else plays in the system and does what they have to do as a group. That's how you do it. That's how you win. That's how it works. So I'm just sitting here tonight frustrated, but at the same time excited about what's going to happen this year. 2 weeks from tomorrow is our first game, which, of course, tomorrow is the 7th. Then next week is the 14th. The following week, we have a home game, our first home game, where we raise the banner, where we get our rings, and then, of course, SJ has a chance to do what he does by breaking KD's record of 72 consecutive 20-point games, which is what they're both tied at currently at this point. And, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing what we do. But when you look at our schedule, what's coming up with the Thunder schedule, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be fun. Where's it at? Here's our schedule right here on what we're going to be. And this is who we're going to play. So, anyway, here's our schedule. When we look at the Rockets, and then, of course, we have the Pacers, we have the Hawks, and then we turn around and we play the Kings. So it's going to be interesting to see. Thank you. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. We have the Mavs on the 27th. Of course, that's in Dallas, and I believe that's a Monday night. So we'll see what's going to happen in that particular game. But, they're going to be ready for us, and but they won't be going against the scrubs. They'll be going against us, and, we got a good chance to see what they have to offer tonight, watching that group together play against us. Klay Thompson doing his thing. They're going to be formidable, especially when they get Kyrie back. They're going to be formidable. But when you look at our schedule without J-Dub, it's going to be interesting to see how everything works out. And so anyway, this is good. When you look at the Rockets, I worry about the game. Should we beat them? Yes. Because they don't know who they're going to get to replace Van Fleet at point guard. So they got to get that done. So we may be able to slip by, but I just think with all the things going on with us getting the rings, with us doing all that, I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult for us to get a W after that. The Pacers, I think, will handle the business simply because I think we owe them shutting us out on the road. The Hawks, I like what we got to do with the Hawks. Actually, we did beat the Pacers in Game 4. The Hawks, the Hawks will be better than what they think. But that Mavs game, the Mavs just scare me. They just scare me because he went out and they got rid of Luka. They did what we did. They went out and they got 3 perimeter players so they could make SGA's life hard. Then they matched up on the inside by getting AD to match it to make it tougher. So the Mavs are not going to be any kind of joke, and it's going to be tough. Even though they don't have Kyrie now. When Kyrie comes back, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in that. I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, the Kings, they always play us tough, and we played them twice. 2 out of the first 10 games are against them. They always play us tough. The Wizards, we should blow them out. I don't know how big of a game. Pelicans, depending on what Zion, he looks good. And they always give us a hard time, but we shall see what's going to happen with that. Clippers are always tough. The Blazers, we should beat them. And then, of course, the Kings again. but we play them on the road, so we'll see, and that'll be a long road trip on there. But should we handle our business with them? Yes, we should. But will we? I don't know. I think we will. I think we'll do what we need to do to get past that. So anyway, the Thunder dropped tonight, the game tonight, 89-106. We did not play. We played okay, but like I said, against their backups, we got the game to within 7 and then just imploded. Just imploded. But there are, like I said, the bright spots are we played defense. We didn't give up. We were down 30, came back, not quite 30, but came back and got what we needed to do to win the game or to get it close back to the game, and then folded. So I'm excited about what I saw from a couple of guys. Young blood, I really, really like him. I just do. After that, Barnheiser and all the rest of them, Jang, Leon, I'm out. But Youngblood is the one guy that I do like. He knows his role. It seems like he knows what he needs to do to fit in. So we're going to see if he gets any kind of playing time, which, of course, to me, I don't see how that's going to happen because I don't know who is he going to – I mean, unless we get injuries, and let's say that's not going to happen because we don't want anything to do with that because we're trying to repeat. And that's the thing. Now, this is something we did, and we're going to go over this again. Here is my first this is just my first Thunder over-under. Nathan and I kind of did this. This is just off the top of my head, not really thinking about it, but it's my overhead. The Thunder are projected to win 62.5 games. I said we win 65. Nathan said 62. I thought our high, the most we'd get is 70. He thought 69. My low is 59. His low is 58. So we'll see what's going to happen. A lot of that is going to dictate injuries and things like that. Bless you. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. But that's my over-under for now. Right before the season, I will really come down and figure out exactly what I want it to be. But that's where our over-under is for the Thunder at this point. So we'll kind of revisit and figure out how we're going to do and what we can when I actually look at it, who's going to play, who's not, how long everybody's going to be out. Because without J-Dub, that first schedule, we could easily go 7-3, 6-4. So we'll see how that's going to play out. We'll see how that's going to take. So that being said, Game 2 of the Thunder season, we're now 1-1. Actually played a good team, so you got to see what our reserves really were like. Kaysen needs to start playing better. He needs to shoot the ball better. And I don't know it's been carried over since the playoffs. So he's got to improve in his shooting, and I believe he will since we have the best shooting coach in the NBA playing for us. That being said, peace out. World Champions 2025, defending our title. I want to thank Kat for letting us come in tonight. Thank Caroline for doing her thing. Birdie for doing her deal today, getting us set up, making sure everything was ready to go. And we appreciate that. And, of course, thank you to YNB